Hello and welcome to the Automation1 2.11 release update. My name is Brett Heinz. I lead our controls product management group here at Aerotech, and I'm excited to show you some of the new capabilities and products that are supported in Automation1 2.11. Here's a brief overview of some of the new products that are supported and new capabilities that we've packed into 2.11. There's a lot in this release, so let's jump in. I'd like to start by talking about the new products that are supported. The first new product that's supported in Automation1 2.11 is our iHXA4 Hexapod Controller. This is a new Hexapod controller that packs 6 axes of Hexapod control, the amplifiers, the servo loops, etc. into one small panel mount drive. There's a picture of this on the right hand side of the screen. It has a blue faceplate. This is a picture of the iHXA4 format that has the full Automation1 ISMC software motion controller included on its embedded processor. It allows you to connect downstream hyperwired drives and devices to coordinate them with the Hexapod. For example, let's say you have linear stages that you'd like to coordinate with the Hexapod. You can control those all from the Hexapod controller. It also gives you the full programming power of the Automation1 ISMC and allows you to connect to external automation systems using industrial Ethernet protocols. There is a second variant of this drive that allows you to connect it to an existing hyperwire network. That variant has a white faceplate. We'll see that in a minute here. The other changes that have been made have been migrating our Hexapod transformations into our C transformation interface. This lowers the computational load of the transformations, allowing you to process more computationally complex trajectories at the same time as operating the Hexapod. It now enables you to generate your Hexapod trajectories at 10 to 20 kilohertz, depending on your drive. This will improve positioning performance and trajectory performance of all motion profiles. And it provides the forward transform feedback at the pivot point. Here's an example of one iHXA4 with a blue faceplate controlling one Hexapod, and also controlling a second Hexapod over a hyperwire network using an HXA4 with the white faceplate. Again, the iHXA4 has the full capability of the Automation1 software motion controller for trajectory generation, programming, and can connect to external automation systems with industrial Ethernet protocols such as Ethernet IP and EtherCAT. Another new product that's supported in Automation1 2.11 is Aerotech's AGV CPO. This is our core performance Galvo scanner product. It has all the same core features of our higher end Galvo scanners: 100 kilohertz trajectories, 200 kilohertz servo loop closures, full control using the Automation1 motion controller, infinite field of view to coordinate stages with the scanner, position synchronized output to fire your laser based on the encoder position feedback. It has the same low thermal drift performance as our high-end HPO and XPO Galvo scanners, and it has optional water and air cooling. And last but not least, another new product support in Automation1 2.11 is Automation1 PWM Plus Amplifiers. This is a new PWM amplifier that we're launching that allows you to achieve linear amplifier level performance in a PWM package. So what you're seeing here is a test of in-position stability on a cross-roller bearing stage. An image of this linear cross-roller bearing stage is up on the right-hand side of the screen. And this compares the encoder feedback from an industry standard PWM drive to a Automation1 linear drive and an Automation1 PWM Plus drive. And you'll notice that the Automation1 linear, which is orange, and the Automation1 PWM Plus drive, which is blue, are practically identical, allowing you to achieve linear amplifier level performance in a PWM package. And in Automation1 2.11, we're releasing PWM Plus on our iXC2E and XC2E drives. So this allows you to achieve linear amplifier level step and settle performance, in position stability, and dynamic performance, all in this compact PWM package. Just as a review, this iXC2E has the full power of the Automation1 software motion controller in a single axis drive that's extendable over a hyperwire network to other axes, has bus voltage capabilities from 15 to 100 volts DC, and can be extended in bigger automation systems using Ethernet IP or EtherCAT. Now let's discuss some of the new capabilities in Automation1 2.11. The first is Ethernet IP. We now have Ethernet IP adapter support for the Automation1 software motion controller. This allows you to place the software motion controller on an Ethernet IP network and run it as an adapter to do things like sending registers and I/O bits so that you can trigger programs, you can parameterize programs, and change parameters over your Ethernet IP network. There's an example of what this might look like to you on the right-hand side of the screen, where you see a drive with a blue faceplate. This has the Automation1 software motion controller in it, and a hyperwire network that's all connected to the Ethernet IP network and controlled by an Ethernet IP scanner. This initial release does not include AOIs or AOP support. If you have specific requests or challenges with Ethernet IP that you'd like us to address, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to discuss your challenges and help to find a solution. Another new capability in Automation1 2.11 is our Galvo calibration module. This allows you to calibrate your Galvos using a mark and measure calibration scheme. So imagine that you are taking a Galvo scanner, marking a plate, and measuring the error between where you expect the mark to be and where the mark actually is. Then you input that error into this Excel-style spreadsheet in Automation1 Studio, and it generates for you a 2D calibration table to correct for that error. There's also a nice graphical interface that shows the vector direction and magnitude of the error over the full field of view. So here you've seen an example of like a Galvo lens correction in the Galvo calibration module. Automation1 now also has the ability to restrict specific commands on specific axes. You're able to choose an axis, restrict the ability to command motion, to enable, to home, disable, and abort. You can choose to restrict all of these or some combination of them programmatically on any axis you want. I'd like to touch on a few other improvements that we've made that you may be interested in. We've made some improvements in Automation1 2.11, making it easier to set up and commission systems. First, we have official EasyTune support on gantries, both R-Theta and current coupled gantries. This allows you to tune an entire gantry with the click of one button. We have full stepper motor support in machine setup. This sets all the parameters for your stepper motor and runs through the calculations for you so you don't have to. We've added voice coil linear stages into the device catalog for third-party voice coil stages. And we've added enhanced track and control automation to Automation1. Enhanced track and control allows you to overcome the effects of friction by boosting the magnitude in the low frequency regime in your control loop. Machine setup now configures this to be on for high performance amplifiers and tunes it with EasyTune. So this gives you just a little bit of extra performance for stages that are connected to high performance amplifiers. We've added some things in 2.11 to help improve your programming experience, namely a favorites variable and I/O manager. This allows you to set and select a list of your favorite variables in I/O while you're programming, to name them and save them. They'll be saved on the controller configuration so that anytime you change controllers, you still have yours set. And when you upgrade, it automatically follows your upgrade. In the visualization workspace, we've added the ability to set cursors based on conditions. So this is called annotations. And you'll see an example here where we've set a cursor based off of a step and settle condition of 10 nanometers. We've also upgraded Automation1 Studio to show you the release notes, some new product updates, and performance recommendations on the status tab. So if you're in Automation 1 Studio and you click on the Status tab in the upper left-hand corner, you'll now see these things. I'd like to highlight the recommendations section. This is a section where we will be able to give you recommendations to improve your system performance based on the existing settings and your programs. So for example, you may be running your system at a lower update rate, and on this example in the right-hand side, we see it suggesting that you improve the update rate to 20 kilohertz so that you'll be generating your trajectories at a full 20 kilohertz. Lastly, we're always making changes and updates to the online help. In this iteration, we've added a table of contents on the right-hand side of the online help. This will help you to navigate through the help pages a little bit more easily with less scrolling. We're always listening for customer feedback, specifically on the online help, in order to improve it and make you more effective and efficient. Thank you for watching this Automation 1 release update. As always, if you have any product feedback, questions, or problems that you'd like us to help you solve, don't hesitate to reach out.